Hi guys, so I'm going to show you today how to do circles. In belly dancing, circles are known as a slow move, usually. It could be done fast sometimes, but it usually does look better slow, especially with classical music. And when we talk about circles, there's so many ways you can do circles. So I'm going to show you the different moves and how you can be creative with them as well. So the basic big circle that we call the big circle is with the hips. So you want to take, let's learn it step by step, the mechanics of it. So you get 2 feet together right here. Relax the upper body. Now don't focus on the arms yet, just focus on the footwork and then the upper body, because there's a lot of upper body motion here involved. So we're going to take a step to the side with the left and push our hip to the left at the same time. So push the hip to the left. As you take a step with the left, your upper body automatically goes a little bit to the right, okay? Now, you're going to drop your upper body down to a nice 90 degrees as you bring your hip to the back. From here, you've got a nice 90 degrees right here, and keep your head up always. Now, switch the hip to the right as your upper body goes to the left. And now, come up, pushing with your lower abs all the way forward. So if you finish this big circle all the way, you're going to feel as your weight switches to the left, which is fine. So let your weight switch all the way to the left. Now, let's start the same circle on the right. So switch the hip to the right, upper body to the left. Drop your upper body down to a nice 90 degrees as your hip goes back, so you're now nice and straight. Now, switch the hip to the left as your upper body goes to the right, and then come up, pushing with the lower abs, and of course, eventually you have to straighten your upper body a little bit. So, I'm going to do that a little bit faster. No arms yet, just focus on the steps. So, feet together, here's where you start, and then we go on side, down, side, and up. Switching the weight completely to the left, we're going to the right now. Side, down, side, and up. Okay, so now we're going to take that same big circle, and we're going to add some arms to it. So, feet together again, you're going to step to the side, push your hip as far as you can, and as you go down, you're going to relax the arms, drop them down, and cross them. So just let your arms really flow. We don't want to stiffen it with anything. Let it flow like this slowly. Cross them, and as you switch the hip to the right, you want to start to open your arms slowly, and then completely open as you come all the way to the front. So let's try that one more time on the other side. So we're stepping to the right, open the arms, drop down, cross the arms, start to slowly open the arms as you switch to the left, and then completely open as you open forward. So I'm going to try that a little bit slower this time. I mean, a little bit faster, sorry. So it's going like this. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. One more time. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Now, in belly dancing, usually as you wear costumes that could have a little cleavage, or you're trying to hide the cleavage as you go down, especially when you go down you feel like you're falling in your bra, whatever. One way to do it, and a lot of dancers do that, is as you go down, you try to cross the arms in a way that will hide your chest. So it would look something like this. So to the side, and then as you go down, you cross a little higher instead of crossing all the way down. So cross a little bit higher like this, and open completely as you come forward. And that way, you get a chance to cover the cleavage. So that's what we call the big circle, or at least I call the big circle. But it is one of the biggest circles. You can do the exact same circle, by the way, adding the hair. Different people do it differently. I'll show you different versions, and I'll show you my favorite one. So again, same idea, feet together first, and as you step to the side, you open the arms. But as you go down and you cross the arms down, and then you drop in the hair, like that. And then you switch the hips to the side, and then you come up all the way. So you drop the hair as you go back, okay? So again, side, drop the hair as you drop the arms, side, and up. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is by taking your arms completely out of the way, actually. So you open your arms when you step to the side, so your feet together. When you step to the side, you open the arms. But as you go back, you take your arms out of the way by putting them behind you, just like this, nice and relaxed. So, and then your elbows come out on the side. You don't want this, and you don't want to tighten it too much. So relax, and just, kind of like rest one hand over the other, okay? So, you're going to do that as you bring your body down into that 90 degrees position, and that is the time you drop the hip. So that's one way to do it, okay? So side open, bring your arms back, drop, and then side and open. No, this is not my absolute favorite one because it's my favorite only if you do it as a half a circle. But if you do it as a full circle, it's definitely not very elegant because it does require that you open your arms a second time, and if you try to do that and move the hip at the same time, it just like looks like it's too much going on. So I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if you go to the side and then you drop the hip down with the hair, and you drop your upper body with the hair, and then you try to move here, you gotta make sure you open, and it just doesn't quite look good. So, but it does look very good if you do it with the arms back and the hair down as a half a circle. What I mean by half a circle is you're going to take a step to the side to do the first half of your circle, and then you're going to drop the hair down as you take your arms down, but then you won't switch to the other side. You won't come to this way like you do when you use just your arms. So it looks something like this. So it's side, drop the arms down, and then from here you come up. Just from the center you come up. You don't switch the hips to the other side to come up. So I like that one as a half a circle. So if you're going to bring your arms behind you, make it more of a half a circle. It really does look much more elegant. But again, it's your choice there. I'm just saying by experience and then seeing a lot of dancing. It doesn't feel comfortable to me to do it. You know, it just looks like there's too many things going on. And remember that belly dance and isolation is key, and the less body parts you move, the more elegant it looks like. So just remember that, okay? So I'll just do that last one really fast just so you can see what it looks like. So something like this, drop and up, okay? Another way to do that same one is to go to the side, drop as you come up. But as you come up here, you're gonna lift your head, you're gonna lift it down right here quickly, and then come up with a chest shimmy. Or come up with a shoulder roll or something. But you know, you're surprised with it as you lift the hair. So it'll be like this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You know, with a shoulder roll as you come up. Or, you know, you lift the hair right here and then you come up with a chest shimmy for 4. So I'll just do a lot of creative, you know, circles so you can see what it looks like. So nice simple big circle all the way and up, or a nice big circle with the hair and up. One more time, big circle with the hair and up. Or we can do it half a circle with the hair, half, drop down and up, or half a circle, drop down and shimmy as you come up. So there's different ways you can do it. So that's the big circle, and you can be creative with it that way. Another really cute way that I like to do that big circle is kind of like a more of a teasing kind of motion. So I'll show it to you step by step. It's really slow, and you got to do it slow. So feet together, take a step to the side, to the left, and then as you go to the center here, you're going to hold, rest one arm over the other one, kind of like this. Falling off my top here. So just like this kind of, so you pretty much have the left one standing here, and then the other arm is just resting over it. So you rest here for a little bit, and then move the hip to the right, then the hip to the left, then the hip to the right, and then come to the left, and then come all the way up. So if you were to count it, it would sound like this. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. So you do whatever you want here for 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. But it's because it's slow, obviously, whatever you come up, whenever you're going to do it, you're going to do it in music that's really slow. So when you come up, you're going to do something that's more undulating to go with the move. So I'll try that one more time. So get side, then hold, then side, and side, and side, and side, and come all the way up. And then if you have more counts, you can add to it. So there's this one, a cute little big circle. So those are some ideas to spice up your big circle. Now, you can also do smaller circles. So with a big circle, really, a lot of the hip motion is involved with some footwork. So you really step into your moves and push the hip. With the smaller circles, there's two types of different small circles you can do. There is what we call, you know, just a hip circle, or more of an ab circle as well, because your abs are really involved, where your knees are locked. And then there is a circle where you move your hips a little bit more, where your knees are bent. So let's talk about both. a small circle without using your knees. So your knees must be locked here, okay? You only want to focus on the side motion of the hips as you're using your abs. So every time you slide your hip to the side, you want to be able to see your abs moving, or at least feel them. So what we're going to be trying to do here is imagine you've got, you know, the sides and then the front and back, and you're going to try to reach each one of those with your hips. So we're going to move to the side. Again, here I'm not taking a step into it, unlike the big circle. I'm just standing still and then pushing the hip to the side. Don't try to exaggerate by pushing too far. Go as far as your body would go until it's locked. This is how far my body would go, and I'm not going to move any further. I'm not going to try to force it by moving my upper body. So just relax, push the hip to the side, go back just a little bit. Your knees should be still locked. Then move to the side and then forward. So you got to push a little bit to the front. So it's side, back, front, side, back, side, front. And then, you know, take it on one side and then work with it. It's really a good exercise for the abs, because the only way you move your hips on this one is with the abs. I'm just going to get a little closer. And there's really no footwork involved here, so really relax your feet, lock your knees, and focus only on the hips. Same thing again on the other side. And I'll try to keep it small. Okay, and of course to frame it you can use the arms. It's usually the best way really to frame it. You know, when you do circles like this, if you're doing it for just like a 2 count, like 1 and 2, you want your arms up, but if you're going to do it for a long time, it's usually better to just hold the arms down here and frame it. So that's a small circle with the abs, using your abs. So your knees are really locked and you're moving your hips, but it's not a very big motion, okay? Now the other circle is more like a Tahitian circle, but you see it a few times in belly dance. It's not a very common one, but you do see it. So with this one, you actually really want to bend your knees, keeping the upper body still, of course, nice and straight. So the motion here comes from the hips, and it's much more smaller circle here. You know, it's focused just on this area here. We're not going too far on the side. So same thing with this one is you want to move to the side just a little bit. See how far I moved? It's really small motion. And then you go back, push the hip back a little bit like this, and then come to the side, and then you're going to lift the pelvic bones here forward. And the way you lift it, you know, because you're pushing back and then you move to the side, you just lift from here. And you want to really lift every time you come forward. And the lift is almost like, you know, when you're wearing tight pants and you're trying to zip those tight pants. So what you do usually is you tuck your pelvic bone in before you zip. So it's the same kind of motion we're doing here. So it's side, back, side, up, side, back, side, zip, side, back, side, lift. And then as you feel comfortable with it, then you start to speed it up a little bit. But you do see it a lot in Tahitian dancing and hula dancing as well. Okay, and so you really feel this one in your quads when you're working it. So that's another small circle where you're using your knees a little bit more. So those are some of the basic circles with belly dancing. There is also a side half a circle. A lot of people just call it side circle, but it's really more of a half a circle. And with that one, usually you use it to walk sideways. So it would look like this. If you're standing to the side with your feet together, as you step to the side, you're going to take a little step to the side. Again, it's little. We're not going to take a very big step. But you do exactly the same step and you're taking a step to the side. You're actually pushing your hip forward. And what I want you to imagine is, if this is a line on the floor, you want to be drawing half circles going like this constantly. It's like somebody put a pen right in your belly button and it just said, draw half circles as you travel. So feet together, you're going to take a step and then push forward and then bring your feet together again. So from the side, it would look like this. So feet together, step, push. And then you see the half circle that I'm drawing with my hip. Circle, forward, circle. So it's a half a circle, half a circle. So careful here with the steps. So you're going to take a step and push forward and then bring your feet together. Again, circle, bring your feet together. Circle, bring your feet together. And circle, bring your feet together. So your feet, when you bring them together, they should be flat, okay? And you try to push as far as you can. You really would feel your lower abs in this one, your lower abs and your lower back in this one. But don't worry about it too much. A lot of people worry every time they feel like lower back. I mean, you have muscles in your lower back as well, so just let it work. And these kind of really work your lower muscles and also your lower back muscles. So circles together, circle together, circles together, circles. Flat together. Now with the arms, what you can do is you can again direct your body to the side as you move inside with circle together, circle together, circle together, circle together. So again, remember that's more of a half a circle, but it's a circular motion. So those are some ideas of some of the circular moves. You will see more, of course, in the future as we add different combinations and different ideas of how to use them. But that's just the basic technique of how you can do those circles. So have fun with it. Any questions, post them on the blog. It is bellydancevideoblog.com, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye-bye.